Well, is that the church? Sit pretty. Sit. Sit. Sit pretty. Sit pretty. Bruno, sit pretty. Come on, sit pretty. Good boy. out from there. Come on, come on. Out. Out. Welcome back everybody to another camping with Tony and Bruno, the Border Collie. So a bit of a silent intro there. I just had to get on with it. I was in a rush. Needed to get camp set up. Okay, first thing we're going to do is get the thermocells cranked because there are sandflies, the midges like mosquitoes, and they are hungry. So the thermocells are just a pad. They run off a butane canister. I think the rain is coming in. Okay. All right, that's one. Hey, Bruno. So Bruno's had his treat. He always gets his treat at the beginning. No, you've had your treat. Just because I've said the word again. No, Bruno. Okay, both thermocells lit. I'm going to sit in between them, and that should create a barrier for me. Bruno is knocking everything over. Oh man. So it's currently, what is it, 8 PM. Summer here in New Zealand, so it gets dark quite late. What I might do is just make sure the tarp is set up correctly. So we're going to pool here. So I actually probably need to raise this bit here. Just from experience, if it rains heavily, all the water will come straight down here and we'll be in a puddle here. So what we want to do is channel the water away. It's quite simple to do. I just hook one end of this up to the guy line over there and it will draw it up, and then the water will go each side. All right, let's do that. So we create a bit of a channel here by just pulling it up, not too much. There we go. And then that traps the water and it sends it down here. And I can lower it on the other end, either send it that way or this way. I might actually drop this end, get it down so the water comes off the edge here. Ah, there you go, and it's all flowing off this corner perfectly. If I wanted to trap water, I could as well. You know what, I'm going to do the same on that end as well, just to stop any water coming off the side here and help it channel down. Okay. That's better. That's much better. Yeah, that's great. All right, great success. Oh, I got very wet doing that. Always bring a camp towel. Oh. Honestly, they're worth their weight. Oh man. So I've got waterproof trousers on, waterproof pants. Oh, maybe you can see me now. So with this tent, you're meant to guy it with the whole door forward here. So it's very, very strong. But I don't need it, I'm under a tarp. So, and also I'm filming, so I've set it up like this, but you can pull this tighter. Oops. There goes my rain jacket. Hang on. Okay, yeah, so, hello Bruno. Hello my lovely. Well, what I was saying was I could tighten this up more, but I don't want to deform it. Okay, that's fine. That's tight. Okay. Whew. Right. I'm a bit discombobulated. I've brought a lot of gear on this camp. It's my first wild camp of 2024. And it's January. Summer in New Zealand. Yeah, these tables are so cool. Just keep everything off the floor. Okay, so at some point I'm going to have to light the fire. I'm sorry if I'm shouting, it's just that the river's quite loud. I might have to, if it comes to it, put a wireless microphone on. In fact, let me just get all my gear out because it's still in here. So you saw me getting all of that gear out. I've got loads. Got my camera, I've got my headlamp, Phoenix headlamp. I've got my ouch pouch, which is all my medical gear. I've also got all my toilet paper and stuff in the top here. Always have your toilet stuff handy. I've even got a drone with me that I can't use in the rain. But tomorrow, hopefully it'll be all right. Right, we've got Bruno's dog food, which we'll be giving him soon. Got a big bottle of water. Got my axe. Although the wood that I've got, I don't need a lot of wood, it's not cold. It's quite a reasonable temperature actually. Right. Oh. So I will just be burning that wood as is. Got my saw. Because I don't need a lot of wood. It's just for cooking. Got my EPIRB, my Garmin InReach Mini. I don't go anywhere without this. Always have one of these, and just hook it up somewhere where hopefully it will get a signal. It's not brilliant through the trees, but it's better than nothing. And I think that's my pack pretty much empty. Apart from some electrical gear, camera gear and stuff. Okay, now the thing with this tent is there's nowhere to really, when you're filming like I do, there's nowhere to put the backpack, and now it's raining. I don't want it to get soaking wet. I might just chuck it on my coat there for now. Oh, and then I can just chill. Haha! Right, now Bruno's going to want his dinner. It's way past his dinner time. Bruno, do you want your dinner? Oh, hang on, let me just put the other camera microphone on. Hold on. Right. We're back. Just needed to sort that out. Okay, Bruno's waiting patiently for his dinner. And he's had his treat as well. Come on then, go around. Good boy. Woo, okay. I want to face out, look out over the river. Oh, we're down. It might not seem it right now, but I've actually got a lot of space. Whew, I'll use the hat. Ah, first camp of the year. It's been a while since I did a wild camp, so you'll have to excuse me if it's all a bit chaotic. And this rain actually wasn't really due. It was meant to be just a tiny amount, not this much. And it is properly raining. Okay, we need to get my dinner on it, and we need to get a fire going. Just a small fire. I've got a whole load of stones and rocks here to make a fire pit. So I'm going to make that over here because I don't want it anywhere near me. I want the smoke to be able to billow out. Actually no, I will put the fire there because there's a lot of weeds here. My only concern would be this guy line that I've set up here. Bruno, away. We've already had it now. That's all of it. It's gone. Yeah, my only concern would be the guy lines. So these weeds just grow every summer and they go nuts. Yeah, the guy lines could be a problem. I could just move this one a little bit closer. Oh, I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll come back to you. I'll make the fire pit. Oh, excuse the arse shot. Okay, fire pit is built. I'm not that proud of it. It's not a very good fire pit. But it'll do. I need to get my fire kit. Alright, now I've got lots of sticks to get this thing going, and they're really dry, so it should be good. And Bruno's just thinking, what on earth are you doing with all those sticks? You can never understand why I set light to them. Hey, hey, hey. You can have one soon. I'll give you one soon. Not yet. Wait, Bruno. No. Away. I need to get this fire going. Don't worry, he will get one. So as I said before, it doesn't need to be, you can have this one. It doesn't need to be a massive fire. I just need coals. I've got steak for dinner. But you need a lot of kindling to get these things really cranking. All right. Got a fire lighter. Some ropey looking matches that might not work. But if not, I've got a lighter. Okay, they work. He said. Oh my God, just when I thought they were going to work. Come on. Oh, come on. I hate matches. I might have used my lighter. It's chucking down. No, I'm going to use my lighter. This is pointless. Oh, I'm getting soaked. Come on, take, burn. Come on. Lighting a fire in the heaving rain is a lot harder than it seems. It's very difficult. Oh, I'm getting absolutely drenched. Oh, let me move you around a bit. Oh, how's that? Is that better? I don't know if you can see me or not. I just can't tell. Oh man, these conditions, pretty grim. But we've got a fire going. All right, this looks good. A good fire. What do I always end up doing with a good fire? I always end up smothering it. Woo! And I don't need this for heat. Whoops. That's one way to put your fire out. Oh, there we go. I just wanted to split this one piece. Oh. Not one of my most successful starts to a camp. but I'm rusty. It's been a while. Got to get back in the rhythm. There we go. Now we're cranking. Now we're going to have a good fire. I don't need to split any more of this stuff because I've already split it. Oh, maybe this huge piece, I don't know. Will it split? Let's see. Big knot in it. Oh yeah, it split. Here we go. Okay. Great success. And we've got a stream now pouring off of this end, flowing directly under the seat here. But it's okay, it's not in the, I'm not in the way of it. It doesn't bother me. As long as it's away from the tent, that's all that matters. So the trick to stopping, wow, it's heavy. This is really heavy rain. The trick to stopping a fire being put out by heavy rain is cover it with dry stuff that can easily catch. Protect it. Just got to give the fire a chance to get absolutely baking hot under there. Ah, unbelievable. Wow, this rain, something else. All right everyone, I'm going to get myself sorted and I'll bring you back later. Okay, now, this is very smoky right now. And it is swirling. The breeze is just blowing it all over the place. But I think we need to put a drink on. Oh man. Let me bring you around here. How's that? Is that better? Oh, I hope so. This is one of the hardest ones I've had to film yet. So I'm just going to let that fire do its thing. As I said, I want it down to coals. I don't want big flames, the heat or anything. I just need coals for cooking. And I won't need many because I'm cooking a steak and it won't take long. Okay. Oh, I need a drink. And I don't mean an alcoholic one because it's a new year. I'm on the wagon. Excuse me, so I'll just have a cup of tea. Herbal tea. Not like me, I know. We'll see how long I can stay on the wagon for. Okay, got a new burner from Covia. It's called a Booster Plus One. If you end up getting one of these, be warned, there's a Chinese version that's fake. It is not the same thing. So just to be warned, and there's no way I can easily explain what the difference is. So just in case you're looking at one, you can't buy these now in the shops. I think you can only get them on eBay. Kovia Booster +1. It's Korean, it's not Chinese. And very difficult to find now. Very powerful as well. And won't light. Uh-oh. Whoa! That did it. I think there was some residue in here. Okay, there we go. It's got to be hot. Man, that's loud. Okay, so while this is loud, it's meant to be super fast. It's so loud, it's like a jet engine. I don't know how much you can hear me or if you can hear that. That's insanely loud. Hello, Bruno. Wow, I'll be interested to see how long it takes to boil this. Hello, my lovely. Okay, in the meantime, we need to get our fire just straightened out. I've got fireproof gloves. Whew. That's hot. Wow, that gets so hot. I'm going to turn this down. This is kicking off so much heat that even the handle at the top is scalding hot. I'm such a mess. This is a tough first camp of the year. Oh man, what was I thinking? Okay, that's already boiling. Wow, okay, I don't know how long that took, but that seemed pretty quick. It's so noisy, I could barely hear myself think. I think in winter, when you need to melt snow, this would be awesome. Definitely what you want. Oh look, I don't know if you can see the fire, it's cranking again. Excellent. That's exactly what I need. And even though it's not cold, I'm starting to feel it because I'm a little bit damp. So this is nice to have these flames, to have this fire, that heat reflecting off the wall. That is doing its job. That's also stopping the smoke coming towards me. Yeah, all good. So we're having a lemon twist herbal tea. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of herbal teas, but I'm sure it'll hit the spot once it's cooled down. Ah. So, what a year 2023 was. And my last camp was on top of a mountain, just before New Year, in fact, I think it was. Managed to get one last out there, and now we're here again, 24. What's going to happen this year? I don't know. I've lost a couple of my camping spots. I've found some new ones though that look fantastic. I've got some great new gear. There's so much going on in the world. There's going to be so much to talk about. I'm sure we're going to have some interesting cigar times. It's the beginning of the year. As much as there is a lot to talk about and a lot is going down right now, post office, Iran, Russia, Taiwan, all these different things, I don't want to talk about any of that this time. I want to have my steak. I want to have a decent cigar. I want to have a chilled out chat. A nice start to the year, a positive start to the year, because I think we could all do with some positivity. There's a lot of negativity out there at the moment, and I don't see why we should have our first cigar time of 2024 talking about things like that. Tell you what, the heat from this fire is insane. It's bouncing off of that stone wall, and my pants, look where they were soaking wet. They're almost completely dry. My shirt, everything. It's all drying out nicely. So what I'll do is, I'll sit, chill, have my tea. The rain has died down. It's just gentle rain now, drizzle. We got this tent up in the nick of time. But as you notice, I always do tarp first, so that I've got somewhere to sit under. Get the tent set up in the dry so that the tent doesn't get soaking wet, even though this is a proper 4-season tent. I haven't even talked about my gear yet, but I'll do that after dinner. And this is a new tent. Oh, I can see my breath now. Yeah, it's a new tent, so, but I will talk about it, but just not yet. Bruno, no, you can't have my tea. Tell you what, this is very refreshing. This is Twining's Lemon Twist. A beer would be more refreshing, but... Alright everyone, I'll bring you back when this is cold. Right everybody, I think it's time for me to have mine now. Now I did end up putting a couple more, well I put all the logs on the fire basically. So I'm going to have to sort of reorganize this a bit so that my grill can go on here. I could do the steaks directly on the wood, but I'd rather not. Okay, so let's see how I can do this. I did just want coals and not flame, so I might be able to just put the flame at the back. See if this works. Bring some of the coals out. This should work. Okay. Just chuck the grill on. Hold on. Let me connect it. Okay. Yeah. I think this will be good. And I can just put my steak there. That should cook nicely. Doesn't need to cook for long. And I just need to season it. Unbelievable. I might turn the light on here actually, just so I can see what I'm doing without using my headlamp. Oops. Come on. That's better. Right, now I can actually see what I'm doing. So I am perfectly undercover, even though it's chucking with rain. I mean, I don't know if you can hear it on the microphone or not, but it is chucking with rain. But I'm dry. Here I'm under the tarp. So what we've got for dinner, and I've got an ice block in here, by the way. Which we've got Wagyu steak. This should be great. So I'm going to need to season. I'll just do some salt and pepper. Now, I don't know if you can see him sitting here. He's not begging so much as watching. He knows what I'm going to do. But it is just what it is. It's what he does. His nose drives him nuts the second he detects food. He can't help himself. And he's really going to smell this now that I've opened it. What I might do is pour the blood, the juice, into his bowl. Alright, go on then, Bruno. He can have that. So he's at least he's got something. Right, salt and pepper, seasoning. Let's do this. I keep having to remember to put this other microphone on. So in my last video there was a bit of a screw up with the recording, one section of it. And even though I explained this, even though I put the text there, some people had to comment, oh, the audio's crap, I'm not watching this. For one little tiny section. Unbelievable. Very demanding people. Okay, salt, pepper. Right. This is going to go on this very hot grill. Oh yes. Okay. This shouldn't take long at all. Ha ha ha! Great success. Okay, let's get as much of this juice out of Bruno as possible. Okay, I'll let him lick this as well. Alright, so all I've got to do is keep an eye on my steak. Make sure I don't burn it or destroy it in some way. Wow, I really wasn't expecting this rain. It's a lot more than I thought it was going to be. Every time I go out to the camera, I just get drenched. I don't know if you can see that that rain, but it's persistent. Okay, I must keep an eye on the steak. Right, so I've got my special tong thing, my Gerber kit that turns into a spatula. Tongs, I mean. Like that. So let's just have a look and see what's going on with this thing. Nothing. Nothing is going on because the coals are behind. There we go. The coals were behind the wood. Oh, that's better. Oh, yeah, now that's hot. Alright everyone, bring you back when the steak's done. Alright everybody, I think it's time. Let's take this steak off. Oh yeah. Oh, that looks perfect. Oh, only a few minutes on there. Wow, look at this. Perfect Wagyu steak. Yum. Alright, time to eat. Haha. Oh. Oh, it's perfect inside. Oh, it's a perfect medium rare. Absolutely perfect. Oh wow, it's beautiful. Oh, and in case anyone's wondering why I'm not having anything with it, no potatoes, nothing else. I'm on the carnivore diet. So, it's pretty much meat only. That's it. And eggs. This Wagyu steak is superb. And the pepper and the salt seasoning. I'll bring you back, everybody, when we're ready for cigar time. Right, welcome back everybody to the first cigar time of 2024. Oh, I think I startled Bruno here. I don't know if you can quite see his nose. Bruno, how you doing? He's made himself a nice little bed here. Right, so yeah, no whiskey, no beer, nothing. I'm completely on the wagon. I don't know how long I'll be able to last. What am I on? Day 3. Oh dear. Am I day 3 or day 4? Oh, maybe I'm day 4. I don't know. It's not, I didn't start it at the beginning of January. It was midway through. So the first thing I want to ask is, what's the sound quality like? Now, I'm going to try and edit and have this video done with just the microphone on the camera. Because I think that the wireless microphone, even though I'm recording on that as well separately, hopefully I won't use that footage, but I just think that it's removing some of the ambience that I'm feeling here. I'm hearing sounds, I'm hearing the stream, I'm hearing rain on the top and stuff like that. You seeing all this water dripping in front of the camera. So I want you to hear it too. And I just think that the wireless microphone, I see lots of people using wireless microphones. In fact, I see almost everyone now uses them. And I've been using them a couple of years. But I think now maybe it's time to stop. You know, when everyone starts doing the same thing, maybe it's time to revert and go back and doing your own thing again. Okay. Cigar. Now, someone left a comment. I did a post that I'm going camping, and they said, oh, I hope you're going to cut out cigar time this time. I don't know why she said that. She obviously doesn't like cigar time. Why she can't just skip it, I don't know. So I said 100% no, I'm not. Not only that, I upscaled my cigar. So, this is going to take me ages to smoke. This is a Partagas. I can't even see it, it's so dark. Hang on. It's a Partagas Series P number 2. Series P number 2 from Cuba. It's about a Churchill size. It's a big cigar. Smells absolutely beautiful. Now, I've let the fire completely die down. I just don't need it now. I've got my jacket on because it's a little bit chilly. Not so bad though. So, 2024. I want to start by saying thank you everybody for making 2023 so fantastic and for sticking with us. It's been a rough couple of years. I'm not going to go over it again. I went over that in my last video of 2023. I explained the situation and everything there. And I just don't want to feel like that anymore. So I want to thank everyone for sticking with us to 2024 and sticking with us through 2024. Hopefully we don't get many unsubscribes this year. Usually I say something a little bit controversial in cigar time and then a whole bunch of people unsubscribe because you might not have agreed with them. I don't know if I agree with someone or not. It's not personal. Don't take any of this personally. It's just an opinion. So just, you know, everybody chillax. Just relax. It's fine. It's not personal. Oh, wow. That is a beautiful cigar. My first cigar of 2024, and I have chosen an absolute beauty, the Partagas. Did I say it was Series P? Series P? Number 2. It seems like it's a Churchill size. Beautiful, beautiful. I really hope you can hear me. I hope the river's not drowning you out. I hope you can hear the rain and this. I hope you can feel like you're here with me camping now. It's just, oh, I've missed this. I've missed wild camping. I love the car camps. I really do love the car camps. I like having my luxuries. But occasionally I really need to get away from absolutely everybody and everything. No signal. There's no signal here, no mobile signal. I am cut off. Except for my EPIRB, my Garmin inReach Mini. There's no one around. I've got the place to myself. And this is my spot. You know, maybe many people have seen it, but no one else has camped here. So I needed this. This is a great start to the year. Very happy. Okay, so I've got my list. I want to, yes, thank you to everyone who stuck with us, stuck with the channel. I think we've got 220,000 subscribers now. Something like that, 220, yeah. I think we're almost at 70 million views. And with 70 million hours watch time. That's crazy. Great, 70 million hours. How many years of watch time is that for one person? I don't know. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I want to thank you, everybody. He's just in case you're wondering, he's right here. He's made himself a little nest. He's fast asleep. I just can't zoom out and show you. And the second I get up, he's going to move. So you just have to trust me. He's here. He's comfy, and he's fun. I want to thank you to all of our YouTube members. There's so many of you now. So YouTube members, where you pay to get early access to videos, or just to show your support for the channel, because obviously all this gear is very expensive, and so any money that goes into that contributes to all of the gear that I test out and going on these trips and fuel costs and everything else. Thank you very much to the YouTube members. Thank you to all the Buy Me a Coffee members and everyone who's gone on to Buy Me a Coffee and bought treats for myself and for Bruno. Thank you so much. It means the world, really does. Thank you to everyone who's bought merch. Am I wearing any merch? Oh, my hat. My baseball cap. Merch, I love it when we sell merch. The reason I do is because I just know then that somewhere someone is wearing it, and hopefully someone sees it. And it's just cool, you know? What would be cool is if you had so much merch out there that people spot each other wearing merch at the same time. Those huge channels, can you imagine, like Mr. Beast or whatever? There must be so many people walking around. Unbelievable. So thank you, yes, to all the merch buyers. Thank you to everyone on Patreon for showing your support as well. Very much appreciated. Also, thank you to everyone who likes, subscribes, and puts nice comments. As I've said before, with the comments now, I pause the comments on my previous videos, and it's only the current video that has comments enabled. So once I release a new video, I pause all the comments on the older videos. It's just because I can't keep up anymore, and it's to stop scams and everything else. So as long as you've got in there and watched the whole thing and made your comments before the next video comes out, then you'll get a chance to comment on the video. You can always comment on the next video anyway, and then about the previous video if you want. That's fine as well. Thank you to everyone also who follows us on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter. And also to our Facebook fan page. It's an unofficial fan page, but, well actually no, sorry, it's the official fan page, the Facebook fan page, which is separate to my Facebook page. It's for the fans, and there's some administrators. Look, it can get a bit hot in there sometimes. Some of the fans get quite protective of myself and or Bruno or Bruce before, and it's difficult not to take it personally sometimes when some of them get quite defensive and aggressive in protecting us. It's just all fan pages are like that. It just happens. I just appreciate everyone being on there, and I want everyone to get along. That's all I want, and to share their camping stories and photos. So he is snoring down here now. You've all heard him snore before. I did that on the Blizzard video. I just want to leave him to rest. He's absolutely exhausted. I don't want to keep getting up and down and filming him and stuff. I just want him to chill out. Yeah, so thank you to everybody. Right. So now that we've done all the thank yous, let's talk about some other things. What's coming up for 2024? Well, the biggest news is I'm doing an RV trip. This was really impromptu, but it just coincided, it fit nicely with my sister-in-law is coming here, so Anne will have someone with her. I wanted to do this trip for a long time, and now I found the reason to do it. So I will be going to Canada in March, renting and it's early March, renting a fully winterized RV, driving from Vancouver to Toronto in the space of 2 weeks. Now, anything can happen. Now, I've been to Canada a lot. I love it. I used to go skiing in Whistler all the time. I've been there when it's been minus 45, I think. Minus 45 was the coldest I've been there. And I went skiing in that. So I'm used to what you have to do and frostbite protection and everything else. I'm also used to having to deal with vehicles in those sorts of conditions and not doing something foolish, hopefully. With the truck, it's got snow tires on and snow chains. So I know some people have commented and they've said, oh, why would you do this? Are you sure? It could really throw your plans out. Hey, I know. I don't live in fear of what could happen. I just get on with it. If I was afraid to do something, then I would never get anything done. To me, it's just another challenge. So if something seems scary to you, it honestly doesn't mean it's going to be scary to me. And doing all the military stuff, we're in horrible conditions, and we dealt with it, and we're trained to deal with it. And I've got this thing about never giving up and just get in there and go for it. So don't worry about it. It'll be fine, I'm sure. And before people comment, no, Bruno will not be coming. I'm not going to put him in a crate and fly him from New Zealand to Canada for a trip. It's not going to happen. It's a long way. It's a 13-hour flight, just that leg. Not forgetting all the flight that I have to do domestically from home to get up to Auckland, then all the waiting, just everything, all the commotion. No, it would be too distressing for him, so I'm not going to do it. So please stop asking. I know people keep asking and they want Bruno to go. Of course he's not going to go. You've got to be kidding me. It's a massive trip. Also, I get to Toronto, and then after that I'm going straight to New York for a couple of nights. Then I'm going to the UK for a couple of nights. I'm going to Spain to stay with Brandon, my son, for a week. We're going to hang out, we're going to chill out, we're going to have great fun. And then I'm going back to London for another week, see friends, stay with friends. Then from there on to Singapore. I've got a night in Singapore, and then back to New Zealand. The flights are so long. So from London to Auckland, you're talking, even if you could do the quickest flight you possibly could, you're still talking over 24 hours. It's a long time, it's a long way. So no, I won't be bringing Bruno. And Anne will be here in New Zealand with Bruno and her sister. I guarantee you, there'll be a bunch of comments saying, are you bringing Bruno? Because they just skip. Oh, that woke him up. Sorry, Bruno. No. I wasn't calling you. Sorry, puppy. Sorry. You know what? This lemon twist tea thing isn't half bad. Okay, so yeah. So RV trip, it'll be fantastic. If I can meet some people on the way, it'll be great, but I'm not planning anything. I have no plan. I will have a route and a backup route marked out and backup points where I can get out just in case the weather's too bad. But I'm not planning any meet and greets. I'm not going to make those plans in advance. At most, what I might do, if I'm not too tired and I want to have a beer somewhere, I might send out an impromptu message on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram where I am, and if anyone wants to stop by and have a drink, then great. I've had a lot of requests to hook up with people, other YouTubers. You know, look, if I can hook up with them, great. I'm not really into collaborations, but to hook up personally, to have a drink with people, then yeah, I'm good with that. But I don't really want to put people on video. I want to enjoy my time with them and not turn it into some work thing, you know. Yes, obviously I'll be filming the whole trip. I don't know whether to do the whole trip as one video or do it as 2 or 3 videos. I don't know yet. I've got to take all this camera gear all the way over there, so I've got to work that out. Storage could be a problem because I record terabytes. It's crazy the size of my files. So maybe if I downgrade the quality a bit, then I can store more. Alright, so that's the RV trip. Very much looking forward to it. Oh yeah, talking of RVs, oh, he's behind me now, curled up. He's happy. Talking of RVs, my RV, Buddy, I pranged it into the steel beam. I did mention this, which is why I haven't been able to get out there, and it's still being repaired and modified inside. So yeah, that's happened, unfortunately. On the note of Buddy, there's been some comments made by another YouTuber. And he's tried to start a campaign to rename it. I'm not going to say on here what the name that he came up with is. I've mentioned this before. It's not being renamed. It's Buddy, okay? Maybe the RV I rent in Canada can be called what he came up with. We'll see. And if you don't know who the YouTuber is, I'm sure people will tell you in the comments section. Talking of YouTubers, I saw there's a guy in Canada, what's his name, Lone Wolf or something? Very brave of him. He's started rapping. Now, I haven't listened to any of it. I just saw a post about it. And he's actually apparently made a channel on YouTube about rapping, or his rap songs or something. Anyway, I had an idea. I think Luke from the Outdoor Gear Review should get in contact with him, and they should collab, and they should do duet raps together. Let me know what you think. If you think that that's something that you think could go well, Luke at the Outdoor Gear Review, rapping, I think you need to tell him. And just bombard his video with comments, and his Facebook page and his Instagram, and just let him know that you think that Luke, you know, he's a talented little guy, and I think that I think he'd be good. I think he'd be great, and I think everyone wants to see this. So come on, Luke the rapper, let's see a duet there. Right, what else have we got? Oh, Cybertruck. So as you know, Cybertruck's come out, it's launched now, and I have an order for one. And I don't think it's coming to New Zealand. I don't think it's coming anywhere. I think it's going to stay in the US and Canada, and that's it. It's vast. It's so big. And in fact, you know, sometimes things can be too big, she said. And it is just too big. It's not practical at all, even remotely. So for what I need to do, it just doesn't work. And I'm sticking with the Ford Ranger. I don't care if people like it or not. I love it. It's a great truck. It's got me through so much. It's had a couple of problems, but that's what do you expect it. It's a 2017. And I really like it, and I've done some great work on it, so I'm sticking with that, and I will be cancelling as soon as I can, because you can't cancel at the moment, but I will cancel my Cybertruck order. Now, if Tesla ever decide to produce a Ford Ranger sized Cybertruck, then I might be tempted. But until that happens, no. Too big. It just won't work here. And I don't think it will pass the safety stuff here either. I think it will be too dangerous to pedestrians. And there are certain laws here in the UK and everywhere else that cover that. So I don't even think it will pass in Europe. What else? Okay, TV and film. Oh, you know the film that I was looking forward to the most, and I did mention this on a video, I was so looking forward to Napoleon. Oh, I couldn't wait to go see it, and I saw it straight away before any of the reviews came out. Wow, it was bad. I mean, I don't know if it was just because of my expectations of Joaquin Phoenix and that combination with Ridley Scott again after they did Gladiator. Wow, just throw that movie away. It was terrible. I struggled to keep my eyes open in it. It just was so random. And you just didn't bond with him or any of the characters at all. I don't know if anyone else agrees, but Napoleon, I thought it was absolutely rubbish. And I think Ridley Scott probably looks at it now and thinks, whoops, it's just not a good film. And it just kept jumping all over the place. And where are all the battle sequences, the scenes from the sea? There was nothing about the naval escapades. It was bizarre. It was just so weird. I just didn't follow it at all. Anyway, whatever. I did not like that. What else? Leave the World Behind on Netflix with Julia Roberts and Ethan Hawke. Now, I was a bit skeptical about this, just like whatever that film was, Don't Look Up. I was skeptical it was just going to be something political and blah, 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 blah. But, okay, I watched it, and I then ended up watching it again. So I watched it twice. It was interesting. Do I think that it could ever happen? No chance. Just no. I don't think it could. Are you telling me that it just seems so unrealistic for it to happen to America? I just don't see it. Such a massive attack, such a coordinated attack without America being ready at all, and just plunging the whole country into, well, anarchy. I don't see how a foreign entity could do that, to be honest. Anyway, a lot of people will say, well, it's already getting there all by itself. Be that as it may, I just don't think it's that realistic. And they showed Tesla being hacked, the full self-drive, and they're all piling into each other. Was that just because they don't like Elon Musk and they were going after Tesla? I think so. I don't think Tesla's full self-drive can be hacked just like that so easily. No. So it was interesting, but you know, that was about it. What else on TV? Slow Horses. Oh, I love that show. It's superb. If you've never seen it, it's about British spy agency, and it's got some great actors. And funnily enough, it only occurred to me the other day that Gary Oldman and Kristen Scott Thomas, who star in Slow Horses, and this, I didn't remember at all. And I just thought, wow, they worked so well together. And then it dawned on me. They worked together on The Darkest Hour about Winston Churchill. And Gary Oldman was Winston Churchill, and Kristen Kristen Scott Thomas, was his wife in that. And it's just so funny to see them now playing sort of enemies, frenemies in this, but they were husband and wife in that. And I just didn't twig. So great pairing. Sometimes you get those great pairings and they can last for different, different films and series. But it's a great show. I really love it. I really recommend it. If you've never seen Slow Horses, unfortunately it's only on Apple TV, but definitely recommend that. What am I looking forward to in 2024? Apparently the morning show, there might be another one. I think they need to stop. Just like Ted Lasso, the last season of Ted Lasso, I thought that was a bit naff. It was so woke. It really was. There was a lot of messaging going on. There's a lot of messaging going in a lot of stuff now. So Ted Lasso, not a good last season. Morning show, not great. It was okay, but I think they need to stop. Come up with new stuff. But what I am looking forward to is another Clarkson's Farm. Clarkson's Farm's got to be the best show that's been on TV for a long time. Brilliant. Probably the best show since Breaking Bad. Except Clarkson's Farm is real. It's a real thing. Jeremy Clarkson running a farm. And I can see a breakaway of this. Of Clarkson then maybe trying to do this somewhere else. Seeing, being invited to other farms to see what they're going through and whatever. But he's done a lot for the farming community. Whether you like him or not, he's done a really good job. And I can't wait to see that. And finally, I think YouTube. There are channels that I used to watch religiously about outdoors, and that I've just gone off watching them. They've changed or gone off the boil, or something's happened, or they're not as motivated as they used to be. The one channel I can rely on to just entertain and show top level energy is Outdoor Boys. Luke of Outdoor Boys. He just nails it. He just goes at it hard, and he's doing so well. His channel it's a monster sized channel now. Middle of last year, I think he had what, 1.5 million subscribers. Now he's got 7 million. It went ballistic. Now I think part of that is it's a kid friendly channel. So it's marked as a kid's channel, no comments, nothing like that. Friendly content, family content. But it's just so entertaining. And Luke, look, he, I think he was a lawyer and he quit. And he's a smart guy. He's an intelligent guy. People might think he acts a bit like a buffoon sometimes because he makes mistakes. Those are just genuine mistakes we all make when we go camping. But he's, really talented. He knows his stuff. He knows all the wildlife. He's been camping his entire life. He gets out there and he does it in some horrible conditions as well. And his wild camps in the snow are just brilliant. Absolutely love them. Those are my favorite. The other things with the kids, I don't really watch. Some of them, like maybe his house that he's just bought in Alaska, that compound, homestead or whatever you want to call it. That's kind of interesting. I do watch some of those, but mainly it's his solo wild camps, especially the snow ones. Just absolutely love them. So that's what I'll be watching more of in 2024. And I'll be looking for new channels that do stuff like that, outdoor channels, camping channels, that are entertaining, that have a slightly longer format. Not 10 minutes, not ASMR, silent ones. I don't do silent videos. Just stuff where they talk to you and you can bond with them. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think 2024 could be a great year if enough people stay positive and make it happen. Yeah, could be a great year. Let's hope it is. Let's be positive. He's completely zonked behind me. He's been having such a great time. It's not normal that he's just passed out like this. He's usually running around. I don't even have to put the light on him because he's not going anywhere. He's just lying here, fast asleep in the bracken there. Made himself a little nest. He's so happy. I haven't even bought a blanket for him. We're going to be hot in the tent. There's no two ways about it. This is not cold enough. I'm only wearing this just because there's a slight breeze. Oh no, look, I've got a hole in my... This thing is so fragile. Look at that. Some down has come out. Look, I love this thing. It's a 1010 loft. But it's fragile. Stellar equipment. It's nice, but fragile. So there you go, that's the wrap up. That's the the first Cigar Time of 2024. I probably missed some things. Oh, I have a lockup now for all of my gear. I've been putting photos of it on Facebook. So now I've shifted everything out of the house, put it all in the lockup. It took about 4-5 trips to do it. There's a lot of gear. And if you want to see a photo of the lockup, I do put them on Instagram and on Facebook. And it shows how I can dry my tents in there after I've used them. So if this all gets wet, I can hang it up in the lockup. There's that much room. It's huge. And eventually, Buddy will also be parked in that lockup. And talking of Buddy, by the way, another thing is, I'm thinking for this winter, which will be June, July, August here, I'm thinking, you know, when I go to the tops and do the do Narnia and Mole Top and stuff like that, and I've got a new site at Narnia B. I think what I might do in future for those is bring Buddy, so I can park up, camp here overnight in Buddy on the in that clearing by the road. So then I can walk out in the morning. 6:30 in the morning and take my time to walk up the tops and beat the weather and have a relaxing time, because it takes me 2.5 hours to drive here, sometimes 3 hours. It's exhausting, and you get here, and I get here late. It means I've got to rush to get up the tops, and sometimes I get hit with the weather. I've got to set up camp and everything else, and it's just all a rush. So I think if that's something people are interested in seeing, I might also add that into the beginning of those videos. Drive here, park up, camp the night there, have a cook up, have a feed, stay in Buddy, then next morning walk up the tops, set up camp on the tops, Narnia or wherever, wait for that snow or set up in the snow and have another camp up there. Next day head back down and head out in Buddy. Let me know what you think. I just think it would add a nice twist to it. All right, everybody, I've rambled. I just want to say thank you again to absolutely everybody for everything. There you go. You're all covered. I haven't left anyone else out with that one. Right, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my cigar. Just going to chill out, listen to that stream. It's just beautiful. And I'll bring you back for bedtime. Thanks a lot, everybody. Catch you at bedtime. Welcome back, everybody, to bedtime. We're all tucked in. He's so tired, aren't you, Bruno? He's wedged himself. I mean, he could potentially rip the tent because he's pushed himself, look, right into the corner. He likes being snug. Hey, Bruno. Oh, man. Well, let's hope he doesn't rip the tent. But he is stressing it, I'll tell you that. I'm sure he'll settle more. Why won't you come over here? Come and lie on your bed. Come on. No, you're too tired. I've got his little towel on him. He won't need this at all. It's far too warm. I've got the vent. This whole door is mesh. That's open. And if I just flip the camera around for you, that triangle is mesh as well. So that's a vent too. So we've got airflow coming through here. I'm hoping it won't be too hot in here. I've got a pretty lightweight down sleeping bag quilt thing, but I might end up sleeping on top of it if I get really hot. We'll see. I didn't bring any change of clothes at all. It's just this. Because I just couldn't be bothered. Isn't that right, Bruno? I don't even know if you can see him here. I don't think you can. Hang on. There he is. Bruno. He's tired. He's really tired. Let me take that collar out for you. Acts like this when he's extremely exhausted. As for this tent, so this is the Hilleberg Nalo 2. It's cozy. It's not that spacious. My sleeping bag is touching the end of the tent, which it's because it's sloped. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Because it's angled, the wall, my feet are almost touching it, but the sleeping bag is definitely touching it. In winter, that will get wet. I don't know if that mesh vent is enough. I'm not sure. This vent is amazing here. It's got a clothesline up here that I've got the light hanging on. In fact, let me just move the light. Hold on. That might be a bit better. It's got a couple of pockets in each corner. But you can sit up in it, but only at the door. The rest, it sort of dips down. I think the Namage has got more space. For a tunnel tent, the Namage is probably the way to go. It's just a very expensive big tent. This will be fine, the Nalo. I want to really try it in winter conditions. It's a red label tent. It's very hard wearing. It's meant to be able to take a storm perfectly. And I like the fact that the front door, you can completely open it. There's a lot of configurations you can do with the door. If the Namage did that, then the Namage I wouldn't bother with this one. But the Namage has only got one entrance. But I do like that tent as well. They're just a bit of a faff. When you go with the tunnel tent, you can't really move it around. You've got to unpeg it all. Whereas with a freestanding tent like I use, the Niak or the Una, you can, pretty much move that any way you want and it's not a problem. He's got preening to do, cleaning. He's got seeds, grass seeds, all sorts of seeds stuck in him all over the place that he's going to be pulling out for an hour. It's just normal. This is what he does. Oh, and we're gonna have to brush all these seeds out. There's so many on him. They're like clumpy seeds. I think we're gonna be hot in here. It feels a bit claustrophobic. I'll be honest. It doesn't feel as spacious as the Niak. Something about tunnel tents just feel a bit claustrophobic. I don't know what it is. The Namage, I don't think the Namage felt like this. Bruno, no, you're not sleeping over there. No, Bruno, no. What are you doing? Oh, it's all... He is very entertaining, but he's now laid down on my backpack and all my electronic gear. He just, wherever he wants to go, he goes. And he's left all this space here next to me, completely free. But he wants to lie on my backpack. I don't know why. Just is what it is, isn't it, Bruno? I don't know what he's going to get up to in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night, he's probably going to crawl right over into that corner. He's just such a character, he really is. He won't stay put. Bruce used to stay put on his bed. Bruno just doesn't. He just, whatever he feels like. At night, he walks around as well in the bedroom at home. All right, everyone. So, look, I think we're going to be hot in here. We'll see. I've got the vent wide open. There's not much more I can do. I will bring you back if anything happens, but there's nothing forecast. The rain is completely stopped now. There's just drips on the tent from the trees on the top. I just don't think anything's going to happen now. So I'll bring you back in the morning. Good night, everybody. Night, Bruno. Night, night. Night, night, Bruno. All right, night, everybody. Sit rep. It's about 2 something in the morning. It's been raining a while. It just started chucking down. It's so loud. But it was hot as well, so I set up the fan, which is nice, isn't it, Bruno? Bruno. Bruno, why are you on my bed? Yeah, so the fan up here, just blowing enough. I haven't got it on very strong, lowest setting. Oh, that helped immediately. It's drawing air from that vent and blowing it back towards me. So it's keeping it much cooler in here now. It's nice. I don't know how long this rain's going to go on for. Well, it's quite loud. Excuse me. Alright, everyone. Bring you back later. Morning, Bruno. Morning. Oh, morning, everybody. Morning, Bruno. Hello. Thank you for my kisses. Oh, Bruno. Oh, he has to lie on me. It's his bonding thing. He does at home as well. Morning, Bruno. Did you have a nice sleep? I know you did. Oh, the fan made a huge difference. Oh, it fell off. Fan made a huge difference. I've still got it running. It's lovely. It's this cooling breeze. Yes. If I stop stroking him, he's gonna lie on me again. Oh no. Oh, Bruno. Oh, you're so big. Hello, my lovely. Hello. Hello. Grumbly, grumbly. Well, anyway. Yeah, morning, everybody. I had a pretty good sleep once the fan was on, and it rained a lot. Oh, it kept me awake a little bit. I'm ready to get up. I'm definitely ready for a coffee. So let's do that. Let's go get a coffee. I've got to let him out. All we need to do is peas. He's got these seeds. I can't explain it. These thick seeds everywhere on him. Oh, they're so annoying. I'm going to be pulling these out for weeks. Anne's going to be furious with me. Hello, my lovely. This is the best time of day with Bruno. Just waking up in the morning. He's so lovely and clingy, cuddly. Alright, everybody. Bring it back. Gonna get up, go get a coffee on. Yeah, sorry. Right, bring it back. You wanna go out? Right, let's let Bruno out to pee. Oh, not too bad. A little bit chilly. Hey Bruno. Yeah, a little bit chilly. Gotta get that coffee on. Chop up some wood. Get the fire going. Alright, I'll bring you back. Oh, right, definitely time for a coffee. Oh, it's nice to be down. I tell you what, camp chair makes it. So the Nallo window, it is quite high inside, but only at the front. It drops a good 10, maybe more centimeters towards the back. So the back is unusable. You can't kneel up in it, you can't do anything in it at all. So they've saved a lot of weight by doing that, but you lose a lot of comfort. So if you want something like the Namage, but a bit lighter, and you don't mind a compromise with space, then this tent will do. You know, I've tried a lot of tents, and my favorite is still the Nyack, however you want to call it. That's still my favorite. Bruno, don't. Bruno. Hello, puppy. Right, we've got water. I put the thermocells back on again because we're going to get a lot of sandflies, I just know. I need put the stove on. Put some water. It's funny because I put it in this bowl, sometimes he'll go for it, but he'll drink out the stream. Can't tell what he's going to prefer at what time. Okay, we need a lighter. And the world's loudest stove. Now I'll tell you something, this thing is robust. And it's easier to move around than the other Covia that I've got. I can't remember what that one's called. But I've used it quite a few times. This is more bulky, but Bruno, no, that's my plate, no. But this thing is bomb-proof, the Booster 1. And it works with liquid fuel as well, and it works with the canister inverted, so it works in super cold temperatures. And there's a lighting hole just here that I didn't realize. So you're meant to light it through this hole, which is the mistake I was making yesterday. Like that. It just takes a little while to prime, and that's what I just wasn't working out yesterday. So you can make it fairly quiet. Bruno. See, that's not too bad as a simmer. But then if I really crank it, if I really wanted to melt snow fast, I can really crank. Sandflies biting. But we don't need to crank it. Right, coffees. And then we'll do Bruno's breakfast. Oh, that stopped him. So sleep, it's a good job there's that clothesline in the Nallo to hang the fan up, and it works perfectly having that fan hanging at the end by the vent, and it forced air through. Gotta say, it worked really well. So my advice, carry a fan with you. And I've got this, it's on my Amazon page. If you go to the Amazon link, I'll put it, it's in the description. Frizz Cool, something like that. The battery lasts for ages. It's got a light on it, USB charger, it's even got a remote control. I found in the big tents, it really, really helps. But in these smaller tents, who knew it would help that much? It would make it so much cooler. So to breakfast. Sit. Sit. You gonna sit? Are you gonna sit? Good boy. He's a good boy. Wait. Go on then. He's such a good boy sometimes. Oh, I need this coffee. And we're good already. Yeah, these sandflies, so what is it, 7 AM? Man, they start early. They're a nightmare. These thermocells, and I crank two, you don't have to have crank two, you can have one, but I just find creating a shield is important. And having one at the entrance to the tent is really important to stop them going in there and sort of nesting in there, and then you get in there and there's loads in there. But thermocells, so important. Oh, cheers everyone. Hope you're enjoying a coffee too. Yep, needed that. I could probably have even gone for double strength, but I'll just have a few coffees instead. So the plan this morning is I chopped down this tree last night. That's where I got those branches from, those sticks. This tree had been dying for a while, and this time when I got here it was dead. So I'll process that up. I won't need much. All I've got to cook today, this morning for breakfast, is bacon. And I'll give him a piece as well. So again, same routine as last night. We just need coals. We're not doing this for heat really, but the heat is nice. Yeah, so bacon for breakfast. And then I don't think I've missed anything about the setup. The tarp, I don't think I mentioned the tarp. This is a 3F UL Gear 4 meter by 3 meter tarp. Now, 4 meter by 3 meter, I love that size because it covers most of the tent and it gives you this massive seating area, which works especially if it's windy and it's blowing rain. So windy and rain, because you don't want to get wet. If you just had 3 meter by 3 meter, it would be fine, but then the tent's going to get wet, more wet. I mean, the tent is complete overkill for here by the river, but I've got to test it somewhere. But it'll be interesting to see how it copes on Narnia. I do want to try it up there on the tops, in a storm, in the snow. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it performs. I think it'll be a very warm tent. And I just don't know about condensation levels, but and how it will cope with the snow. I would probably have the door down for that, not like this. So it'll be more secure because it gets very stormy up there. Now the other thing I've noticed about this spot again is the wasps are out. So we get a lot of yellow jacket wasps. And in fact, Nelson Lakes National Park, which is just around the corner from us, has the highest concentration of wasps in the world. Invasive species. I don't know how they got here on the ships from years and years ago, 1800s, something like that. And they decimate the wildlife, they really do. They kill all the birds, take all the food. They're a menace. Anyway, I've just noticed there's wasps and they're coming out and they're everywhere. Sound of that stream, it's nice. All right everyone, I'll bring you back when I've got to go and deal with this wood. Okay, I'm going to process up a bit of this wood. I hope you can hear me over the noise of the stream. But yeah, this is the tree that I chopped down last night, and it's been dead, I guess, a few months, hence the brown leaves. Get my footing. So I'm going to chop up a bit of this, and then we'll get our fire going. So what I might do is, this should be enough for my fire. I tell you what, you try standing on these rocks. This should be enough, just for coals to cook my bacon. I'm going to stand that other one up. I'm going to wedge it in between some trees here, just to let it stay dry. You want to stand them upright, not lengthways. And then next time I'm here, winter, whenever that is, I'll be able to process that up. So we'll get all this, get it over there, get the fire done, just break these all up, and I'll bring you back when I'm ready to light the fire. my stick. Oh, yeah. Ah, okay, fire is lit. That was easy. Stick fires like this, so really dry tips of the dead trees, so easy to light. Get instant heat, instant flame, and hardly any smoke. And this is taken now, and this is fine. I'm just going to leave it. Hello, my lovely. It's hot in front of the fire. But I might have to take my jacket off. The risk of the sandflies, but ah, yes, that's better. Woo, seeds, Bruno, everywhere. So I'll wait for the fire to get coals. I reckon it will take about 15 minutes. And then we'll put the bacon on. It looks like it's about to start raining again. It hasn't rained yet this morning, since I've been up. But it's suddenly got quite a bit darker. So we'll see. And that tree that fell over, I've propped it up against another tree over there. Because I'm always scouting for more wood, she said. All right, everyone. Bring you back when we're ready to put the bacon on. I know he's looking forward to his bacon. But I think actually what I'm going to do is take advantage of some of these flames while it's like this and put the bacon on now. Tell you what, these chair buddies are great, except when you kick them and they fall off, but they stop your chair sinking into the ground. They do a really good job. Okay, let's get the bacon on. Some lovely loin bacon. So I've got to work out how to do this grill. Bruno, go away. Oh, that works. Okay. And then the second that those flames have died down, Bruno, away. I can put the bacon on. See, like now, those flames have just gone down slightly. So let's do this. And with these flames, it's not going to take long at all. In fact, I could double them up. Oh no, I've lost one. Uh-oh. I've lost a piece of bacon. Come back. Oh no. And it's too hot to get in there. Ah. Okay, recovered. Oh, it wouldn't be camping with me if it all went well. Alright, let's get it all on. It's sizzling away. Bruno can have that bit, because he doesn't care. Haha, bacon. Oh, this grill has collapsed again. Oh, it's never done this. There we go. Okay. Tell you that'll only take a few minutes. It'll be nice and smoky as well. In fact, I think I could even lower it, get it done really quickly, like this. That works too. And then what I'll do is I'll turn it over in a second. Oh, this is great. Bacon for breakfast on the fire. And all that bacon fat is making the fire incinerate even more. Well, that didn't take long at all. Maybe we won't do that. That's going to be so quick. Oh, come on. Oh, actually, that works. It's so handy to have fireproof gloves. Oh, that's so hot. Ah! Whoa, it's hot. Oh, man. Ah! Whew. I need longer tongs. Just with these gloves on, it's difficult to use that spatula tongs. Oh, it's raining. Oh no. Oh, it's chucking down. Just like that out of nowhere, it's absolutely chucking down. Wow, did that just in the nick of time. I don't know if you can see the rain. You know, Bruno, it's got to sit in the rain. I don't know why. Oh no, so this means packing up in the rain as well. Oh, nightmare. Hello. You can smell bacon grease, can't you? Right, this is almost done. Bacon on the fire is so quick. Okay, that's done. Hello, Bruno. He wants his piece. Oh, not again. Come on, stop it. Okay, now he's just going to wolf this down in one go. It just needs to cool down a bit. And then we'll put this in the fire to burn off any fat. All right, we can have breakfast. What's in here? Sit, 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 sit. Good boy. Come on. Ah, nice. Oh, he's not sure about it. Maybe his bacon is too hot. Well, she's actually savouring it. I can't believe it. Mmm. Wow. The only thing that can make this better now is some Heinz tomato ketchup. But I'm on carnivore diet, can't have ketchup. Yum. Okay, everyone. I'll bring you back when it's time to have another coffee. Oh, okay, let's have a coffee. It's a little bit later. The sun's actually started to come out. Can you believe that? We just had that heavy rain and now the sun's coming out. There's just no rhyme or reason. Need another coffee. We've been playing with the stick, so we're throwing that. Bruno's having a great time, but he's covered in these grass seeds now. It's going to take us forever to clean him up. So we'll have this coffee and then we'll pack up. And what I might do, because it's not raining, is film going out with the drone. So you get a real sense of the walk out from up above. Now the only thing is, Bruno is triggered by the drone, so he'll go a bit nuts, but it is what it is. I love this stove. Now that I've worked it out how to light it, I know it's loud, but I think in winter, this will be the perfect stove because you need to get stuff done quickly. If you're melting snow, you need very, very high BTU. This thing's extremely powerful and uses multiple fuels. It's very solid. And the way it opens up, the legs open, I don't have the problems that I have with the other one. Bruno, you're standing in the fire. Find out. Come on, out. Oh my God, his tail was right over the fire. You crazy puppy. And that is so quick. That's it. That's so fast. Yeah, I'm loving this. Covia Booster 1, or is it +1? Ah, I'm so glad I came. I was really tempted not to come on this camp, just because it was so hot and humid. Wasn't much rain, but as it turned out, it was actually pretty cool, the temperature. And so much rain, way more than I thought we were going to get. I mean, even the stream rose a little bit. Right, everyone, bring you back for breaking down camp. Okay, everybody, time to pack up. As usual, I will fast forward because you don't want to see all the details. It takes ages to stuff all this stuff back in. So I'll fast forward from now. Okay, that's the main pack done. Just got to put away some of my electronic stuff as well on my Brucey bag. Poor Brucey. I still get asked a lot for Bruno merchandise. Bruno's face is still filling out. As soon as it does, then I'll put some Bruno merch on. I want to try and do this front and back Bruce and Bruno. Here he is. Hello Bruno, who's this? This is Brucey. Nobody misses Bruce more than Bruno does. Right, let's take down... Yes? You know who that is. Right, now we've got to just take down the tarp and the tent. So we'll probably do the tent first, because this is going to leak loads of water, the tarp. So we'll do the tent first. So I only used 4 pegs. 4 pegs, because there was no wind. Didn't see the point in using more. And the pegs aren't bad at all. Sort of, don't know if you can pick that up. There we go. They're okay. They're strong. Should be fine. Right, so see, look, it's standing up even with just one guy on this one here. You know, as I said, in winter you're going to want to have that door closed. So all I'm going to do is stuff it back in the bag, because I've got to take it back to the lockup and take it all out again and let it dry. So this is pretty easy to do. Hello puppy. What you doing? Alright, that's the tent done. Gonna get this back out the way and we will do the tarp. Hello, puppy. Oh, thank you. Right. That's everything. Okay, so just got to secure that to the pack, put the big camera away. I'll bring you back on the small camera and the drone, walking out. Okay, all packed up, everything loaded, Bruno's ready to go, site's all clear. The fire is out, as you can see down there. I get asked why I collapsed the fire pit. It's just a habit. I don't want it falling on any animals or anything like that, so I always collapse it. So I've done a full recce of the site and it's all clear. And we're going to have a beautiful walk out. All right, so let's get walking and I'll bring you back on the drone. Good boy. All right, bring you back on the drone, everybody. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little bit of drone. It was a tiny bit. It doesn't record very well, it doesn't track very well. What was that, the DJI Mini 2? Or Mini 3, one or the other. Just not good at tracking. So I didn't bother in the end, just that little bit of footage. Because it kept getting lost. I think it's because I'm wearing a camouflage pack. It just couldn't detect me as a human being. So we've got about 20 minutes back to the car, back to the truck, 25 minutes. And then about 2 odd hours to my lockup to unpack all the stuff and get it dry. I won't be filming that. But I will see you back at the truck. Hey Bruno. Alright, we're back at the truck. Another successful camping trip with Tony and Bruno. Of AB Camping. Right, I've got a dump pack. Put my shoes on. I'll bring you back from inside the truck. Oh, okay everybody, I'm in the truck, ready to go. Get to the lock-up, drop all the stuff off and get home. It's been a great trip. Really enjoyed our first camping trip of 2024. What about you, Bruno? Did you have a good time? Did you have a good time? He is such a mess. He's got seeds everywhere. I don't know how we're gonna get them out. We're gonna have to brush him constantly. And when I say we, it'll probably be Anne. Thanks again for coming. Thanks again to everyone who has joined our YouTube members. Thank you to all our Buy Me a Coffee subscribers, and to our Patreon members, to all the super thanks and all the merch that people have bought. Thank you so much. Means a lot. It really does. Thank you also for liking the video and subscribing, and leave a comment, because I love to read the comments. But just remember that the comments will be paused once the next video comes out. All right, everybody, thanks again. We'll bring you back next time for camping with Tony and Bruno. Bruno? Nope, he's gone. On AB Camping. Thanks again, everyone. See you next time.